The control room of the mind. As you prepare to relax, just settle back comfortably and begin to notice the rhythm of your own breathing. You may notice the way your chest rises and falls. And now take a deeper breath, hold it for a moment, and then slowly release it. And then do that again. Take a deep breath, hold it for a moment, and then slowly release it. And as you allow your breathing to go back to its normal rhythm, notice the difference. You feel yourself breathing slowly and rhythmically, breathing in your natural pattern of breathing. And as you listen to my voice and as you're relaxing, you'll begin to feel a sense of comfort. This is your time. You've set this time aside, so this is a time for healing, for cleansing, and for change. And the next time your eyes blink or begin to close, simply allow them to stay there and continue to enjoy a developing sense of inner comfort. Listen carefully for any words, any particular words that will add to your sense of comfort, and feel the tensions and stresses beginning to melt away. And as you become sensitive to the feelings of your body, you can notice where your clothing touches your skin, where your hair brushes your face or your ears, and feel the comfort of your eyes. And as your eyelids rest gently closed, each time you breathe out, feel yourself moving deeper into a relaxed calmness. Each time now that you exhale, associate your breath leaving your body with just relaxing more and more. As you do this, you begin to become sensitive to the tensions in your muscles. Breathe in, and as you exhale, release these tensions and focus your mind on any one area of your body, perhaps starting from your toes to your ankles. Breathe in, and as you allow the air to smoothly escape, relax these muscles, release the tension from your toes, your ankles, your feet. That's good. You could do it again, releasing all of the stress, all of the strain from that area of your body. And now permit your mind to encompass a greater area, from your toes to your thighs. Visualize that area from your toes to your thighs, and this time as you inhale, get ready so that when you exhale, you can allow every muscle, every fibre, every nerve to relax all the way down. Breathe in, exhale, and let the relaxation take place. Again, breathe in, exhale, feel that relaxation taking place now. Visualize the area from the soles of your feet all the way up to your chest. Include the muscles in your back. Visualize that whole area from your toes all the way up to your chest, front and back. And now again, breathe in and exhale, and feel the relaxation from your toes all the way up through your body, through your chest, your back, all the way down your spine. Once again, inhale, exhale, relax. And finally, visualize your whole body now from your toes to your thighs, to your chest, throughout your back, your shoulders, your neck, the back of your neck, across your scalp, and all of the muscles in your face. Visualize your whole body. Now inhale, slowly exhale, and feel your body sinking down and down and down, drifting down into comfort and relaxation. And do it again. Inhale, exhale, sinking down deeper and deeper. And now feel how relaxed your body has become, and just as your body is relaxed, so too is your mind. All of the tension melting away, and now you can just give yourself up to this lazy, relaxed, drowsy feeling. You'll notice that this comfortable feeling is so restful. It's almost like falling asleep, yet you can still hear me. You can hear me, and you can ignore other sounds for the time being. All you have to do is just relax. And now I'd like you to imagine that you're at the top of a flight of stairs that winds slowly down and curve around a corner. These are like the steps you find in a theatre or a cinema, and they're shallow steps, and the steps are carpeted, and there's soft lights that light the corridor that leads down and around. And you have a feeling that there's something special at the end of this corridor with these shallow steps. And so you begin to go down those steps, and you can hear your feet padding on the carpet, and it feels strangely familiar. And as you begin to descend, you notice for the first time that there are 10 of these steps. And as you go down from step number 10 to step number 9, you feel yourself relaxing just a little bit more, down to 8, and then to 7, and then to 6, or is it 5, beginning to relax even more as you go further down the sloping corridor, and down to 4, and the corridor begins to curve around to your right, down to 3, relaxing just a little bit more, down to 2, going deeper and relaxing more, down to 1, relaxing deeper and deeper, and finally you're at the bottom. And in front of you is a door, and again you get this feeling that it's familiar somehow, as if you've been here before. And you can see above the door there's a sign that says control room. And you get the strangest thought that this may be the control room of your own mind. And you move forward and you grasp the door handle, you turn it or push the handle down and push the door open. And you find yourself indeed in what looks to be a control room. There's a large central control panel with lots of dials and levers and displays. And along one wall there are a bank of screens that show flickering lights as if they're showing some form of measurement. And as you look around this control room, you can see that there are various signs attached to some of the controls. And you can see one here for what looks to be the pain control. There's another that looks to be the fear control, and yet another that says anxiety control. And there's a large one that says relaxation control, and yet another that says stress control. And as you look around, you take all this in, and you can see that there's one of those chairs on wheels that move you along across the floor so that you can go from one control to the next easily and effortlessly. And you focus for a moment on the control that says fear control. And perhaps this has got a big dial in the middle. Or it could just be like the dial on a car where you press the pedal and the car speeds up. Or it could have knobs that turn. Or you might be familiar with the kind of thing you get on some stereo systems where as you slide the control up, the sound goes up and a needle moves, and you slide it down and the sound goes down. Or maybe some other kind of panel comes to mind that lets you control a process. Maybe turning a knob one way to reduce and then turning it another way to increase. So pay attention to this big indicator on this control panel. And I don't know if it's like the hands on a clock or like a speedometer with one big hand in the middle, or maybe it's a digital readout with numbers showing, or maybe it's like the moving bars of light you see on some music systems. It can be anything you want it to be, providing it's yours. And look very closely at this indicator, the fear indicator. And you know, when you look at the speedometer on a car, no matter how hard you try, it never stays exactly on the speed you want it to, does it? It's always wavering up or down a fraction, isn't it? And if you look very closely at your fear indicator, you'll find that it's also varying just a little, up and down a little, fluctuating around some point, not quite steady, isn't it? Because processes are never exactly steady, are they? There is always some variation, a little higher, a little lower. And you can use this, you can think of your fear now and find where on the dial it is, or what number it is. And you can think of your fear as being on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is no fear, and 10 is the worst it could possibly be. And imagine that the indicator on your control panel is showing exactly the level of your fear right now. And here's the interesting thing, that indicator is moving exactly in step with your fear. Your fear is varying a tiny bit moment to moment, isn't it? And that indicator is varying a tiny bit moment to moment as well. So now I'd like you to test that connection. I'd like you to test if you can make that indicator go up a little right now. So I want you to increase your fear just a little, but enough so that it registers on the indicator. And when you've done that, you'll find that the indicator settles and wavers up and down around a different value, doesn't it? And now I would like you to, just for a moment, really make that fear increase so that the indicator moves strongly up and then falls back again. And by doing that, you've shown that you have control over the level of fear you experience. And you know you can make it increase. So I wonder if you know that you can make it decrease as well. So now, focus on that indicator, that dial, or whatever you are using. Focus on the number that the indicator is showing. And now make that indicator move down. Just a little. Reduce your fear level so that the dial goes down to a lower point and the reading wavers around that lower point. You can do that easily, just a little, can't you? Now, with the power of your unconscious mind. Move that indicator down a lot, make a significant movement, and feel that fear really recede. Feel a significant real difference as the indicator goes down and stays down. And now move that indicator down even lower, all the way down to the bottom, all the way down, and now move it up just a little from the bottom so that there is just a tiny bit of fear left for you. Because fear is a message that there is something not right, that you should be careful. So you can leave a little, just enough to remind you that you need to take a little care. And you've now learned how to control this thing. And anytime you want to vary the level, anytime you forget, you can use the control panel. Move that indicator and it will move with it. You are in control. And isn't that something good to know? And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 7. And when I reach the count of 7, you'll feel relaxed and calm and peaceful. And you'll remember everything we've spoken about and your control panel, your control room of the mind. So now, counting 1, slowly up to 2, gently up to 3, coming back easily, feelings returning to toes, feet, fingers, hands, gently up to 4, energy levels rising, you're almost there, up to 5, coming easily back up to 6, and finally all the way back up to 7, eyes wide open, wide awake, and welcome back.